Hello my sweet peaches and welcome to another speed build video here on Littleroot Island. Today we'll be building a tiki bar on some of the rocks on my beach. So let's just go ahead and get started. So I really loved using this grass pattern on the rocks. It really helps to break up the monotony of having just all of these gray stones and the boring beige sandy beaches. And it really adds this like overgrown feeling that really fits the jungle core theme. I absolutely love this stall code. I think I used it briefly on my other island for a while, but it's not very fairy core, so I didn't keep it, but I'm so glad I could use it on this one. And here I'm just adding some seating, and I decided to add a little frog on one of the stools because he really wanted to have a drink, you know? I know I said in my last video that I mostly want to use the green festival items, but I decided to go for pink festival items. I don't want to use green everywhere because it does get a little boring, and I like the pink for this area since the drinks have the pink flowers in them. So I decided that I wanted to add some additional seating to this tiki bar area. I thought maybe if you don't want to sit on the bar stools right up front, or maybe you want to be in a little bit of a quieter, more private area, I thought it would be nice to have extra seats off to the side. So right now I'm working on this area where I put in some little tables with drinks so that you can be sitting a little bit farther away from the bar. However, as I was working on this, I suddenly got the idea to also add an area for live music, just because I know that's something that you sometimes see in like bars, like they'll have musicians playing music live. So I decided to quick run and grab a guitar set and a bass and a microphone. And when I tried to put them on the lower half of the rock, it just did not work at all. And so this little table setting that I'm currently building ends up getting destroyed. I decided to put the music stuff up on this upper part of the rock and then move the seating down lower because it all just fit better. But I decided to leave this footage in this video still because I do know that some of you might be interested in recreating my builds, which by the way, I'm completely fine with that if you do. And I know that not everybody has these really large oval shaped rocks, so you might not have room to do too much building on them. So I thought maybe if you just wanted to have the seating and skip over the music spot, you could just do the seats the way I set them up. This is where I struggled to put the instruments down on the lower half, and then I immediately decided to rip everything apart. But I actually chose this island map partially because there are these really nice big rocks on the beach. My other island peach I started the day the game came out on March 20th of last year, and at that time the only things that I was really considering were things like the color of the airport or where my secret beach was. I didn't really think about like the rocks and that you'd be able to build really cute things on them. So that island has very sad, small, pathetic little rocks, and I can't really do much on them, and it makes me very sad. So that's actually why I chose an island with these really big, beautiful rocks, because I knew I wanted to do some really big builds like this. One of my first builds I planned was this tiki bar build. It is seriously so painful watching this video back as I'm doing this voiceover and seeing how long it took me to place these leaf piles. It's just, I don't know why it's so difficult to place items like this. Here you can see me kind of fixing up this path, like adding this little curved edge. This is like a really good tip for laying paths, to not have too many straight edges in a row, because it just looks a lot more natural when you make the path curve a lot more like this. I had absolutely no idea what to do on this lower piece of beach right here, so I decided to just add like a ton of bug models and that grass code. One thought I had was maybe doing like bike parking, like the villagers rode their bikes to the bar, but I don't know if that really feels jungly tiki bar enough. I don't know. I really love having bike parking areas on my island. I actually have one on my beach on my other island. It's just, I don't know, a favorite build of mine. It makes the island feel more lived in when you can see their bikes parked outside. I really love filling the beaches in with weeds and these little flower seedlings. In case you didn't know, flowers don't grow on the beach, so when you plant the brand new flower seeds, they'll just stay really little like that, so they kind of look like just little pieces of grass or maybe like herbs or something. I think it's so pretty. I really wish there was a way to keep the flower seeds small all over your island, because I would literally put these everywhere. One thing that drove me absolutely mad during this build, and just during all of my builds in general, is how restrictive this game is with where we can place trees. I got so frustrated trying to plant all of the coconut trees on this build. Like, I really just wish we could put trees next to things. Like, I desperately wanted to plant a tree right next to the rocks, and it just wouldn't let me in any of the spots. It's so irritating. Or it just doesn't make sense to me that we can put trees right next to the ledge on the beach, but if you try to put it on the grass side next to the ledge, it won't plant. It's just very strange and bizarre and random how trees are placed in this game, and don't even get me started on how annoying it is that we can't plant trees right next to cliffs. It's frustrating. But one cool thing I did actually learn is that you can stunt coconut trees on the beach. I had no idea you could do it on the beach. I thought it only worked in the grass, but I right here planted a coconut tree, and you won't see it until the end, but I did stunt it, and it has stayed in its like small half-sized phase. So I'm very excited that there's at least one cute little tip that I learned with trees in this game. So once I got close to finishing this build, I decided what better way to celebrate the grand opening of Littleroot's Tiki Bar than to have a friend over for drinks. So I decided to move my time ahead to the fireworks festival, and I invited my main character from my first island over. It was really cute seeing my two resident reps together on one island. This is also the first time I got to see my flyover for Littleroot with the luau build included, which that video is up on my channel if you missed it. And just look how cute this flyover is. I don't know if I will ever be able to do a flyover better than this. It's just so precious. If you enjoyed watching this video today, please consider liking it and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I cannot wait to see you in the next video, and until then, stay peachy!